Hey y'all. So I've never done a reaction video before. I've never actually had a reason to do a reaction video. Sometimes you're just presented with something that is just too perfect to give up. Yeah. So I was sent a 3-minute long video of basically a bunch of insults about myself.
Say what?
And I want to say like 15 seconds in, and then I thought, you know what? I have to blind react to this because the cringe factor was really high to begin with. It was really high cringe factor. So I thought, okay, I can't go through this alone, y'all. Like, you have to see this with me because it's just a lot. So these messages were sent to me by a ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. Why, you may ask, would she do this? Quick story time. June of 2019, I moved to this tiny little town in the middle of nowhere in Nevada, and a couple months later, I started dating this guy that we stayed together for about 2.5 years. And about halfway through there, he had this high school friend from way back in the day that has 4 kids, is just, like doing her thing. And for some reason, she was constantly like up his butt. She was always texting him, just constantly, like it was every day. And it was annoying. It was definitely annoying. But honestly, the way that I was looking at it was, she's got 4 kids. Nobody's gonna willingly jump into a situation like that. You know what I mean? Like,
You were wrong.
so I really wasn't worried about it. I didn't think anything of it. So we break up in late October of last year. And at that point, I knew that he wasn't somebody I was going to marry. He wasn't somebody whose kids I was going to have, but we had an arrangement, I'll be honest, and, friends with benefits, basically. Like no strings attached, and if one of us starts dating somebody, you would say something. This was not just assumed. We talked about this. Like I specifically said, if you start seeing somebody, please tell me. You know what I mean? Like communicate that. I don't want to be used to cheat on somebody. Fast forward to like 3 days ago. We have a get together. And I don't really know why, but something in my gut was like, look at his Facebook. Just looked at his Facebook. So I did. Sure enough, he's in a relationship now, Facebook official, with this chick with the kids. So I'm like, okay, if that's what you want to do, nothing I can say is going to make that sound like a bad idea. So do your thing. But to be honest, I was a little bit taken aback. And so I confronted him and I was like, hey, I didn't know that you were dating somebody. He blocks me. Cool. So I marinated with that for a few hours and I was kind of like, what would I want to happen in her position? Like if I was her, would I want to know that he's really indifferent? Like it took him not even 72 hours to officially, formally cheat. So in my mind, I'm like, I would want to know that. I'm sorry. And especially because this person is somebody that's known him for a really long time. Oh, like that's a big deal. So I send her a message and I'm like, hey, dude, I'm really sorry. This happened. I have date and time stamped verifiable evidence that this in fact happened. There's really no debating that. We have cameras on the house, so, there's no doubt exactly what time he got here, what time he left, and there's no doubt about what he was doing in here. So I don't go into any details. I don't send her like pictures or anything, but I just say like, hey, this happened. And she proceeded to send me 3-minute long clips about what a jealous liar I am, basically. I'm guessing, to be honest, because I've listened to the first like 15 seconds of the first one. And the cringe factor was so huge that I was like, I really do not want to go through this alone. Y'all are going to have to cringe with me because I just can't. It's a lot. She's doing a lot, but that's understandable, and she really does think that I'm lying. So I will give her that. She really doesn't think I'm telling the truth, which is fine. You know, to an extent, I don't blame her. Like, I get it. But anyway, we're going to react to this video together because there's a lot of really insulting stuff in here, and it's probably going to be super hilarious. No lie. Without further ado,
let's head into it.
Good morning, Melody. How are you? I'm Nikki. I'd like to properly introduce myself.
Who?
You saw me some months back, maybe 6 months even back, when my daughter and I went to go get firewood with Cody, and we were having that little campfire in the front yard, and tried to say hi and introduce myself, but you were too big of a bitch
Emotional damage.
to introduce yourself, and you stormed in the house. Yeah, that was me.
okay, so we're going to pause here for a second. Where to start? She really tried hard with this. I mean, I got this video at probably 8 o'clock in the morning, so she had to have gotten up really, really early, put on a bunch of makeup, and then proceeded to go through this. So I'll give her that. That was a lot of effort, honestly. Like, this was a lot. The situation that she's talking about was right when I was moving out. I kind of suspected that there might have been something going on. I had never met this chick, honestly. I didn't know her name. Didn't care. But she brought one of her 4 kids over to the house as I was trying to move my stuff out and asked me if I wanted to come sit by the campfire with ex-boyfriend at this point, whose butt she had been up for the last year and a half while I'm trying to move my stuff out. So yeah, I'll give her that one. I definitely was, yeah, I'll give her that one.
That was me. I would like to thank you for the sad attempt you were trying to do yesterday. It was very comical, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Cody and I have been close friends for the past 18 years. We went to school together. That man has wanted me since high school, actually.
Okay.
And if you think there is a possible chance in hell, snowball chance in hell, that he would throw that way for your sad, pathetic ass, you are sadly mistaken.
I don't want to date the dude again. So he's not really throwing it away for me. He's just throwing it away to throw it away.
Everyone has seen how we are together. Mike has said Nikki is Cody with tits, which I find a very funny compliment.
It's not a compliment.
Yeah, everybody has seen how we are together, how close we are, how much fun we have, and joking, and all the sexual tension he and I have together.
Okay, but none of that makes you suddenly uncheated on. Sorry.
And we constantly have been asked why we are not together. Well, guess what? That day finally came, and now we are. Now we're sitting here wondering, why the hell didn't we do this sooner? Guess what? I can't wait to have babies with that man.
I collect them as a hobby.
He is wonderful and amazing, and you know that. Or else you wouldn't be trying to do what you were trying to do.
Yeah, nailed it.
We've all made mistakes. We've all should have done better looking back. Hindsight 2020.
Awkward.
You had your chance. You threw it away. You ruined it. You knew what you had. And you knew he would have taken care of you.
Yeah, I make twice a year what he does, so no.
Now it's my turn, and you can't have it, and you can't ruin it. This man has made me feel more loved, cherished, wonderful, desired. And fucking amazing in bed.
Girl, did you stretch before that reach? Because you might pull something.
I'm not gonna let it go. There's no way a little dirty tramp like you can possibly come in between that.
Tramp! Says them chick with the 4 kids dating the dude that cheats.
Because I know for a fact he would never. And he feels the same way. So, wish you all the best.
Closing thoughts. I think they're actually a great match. You know?
That's a clean burning hell, I tell you what.